Okay, well, I've been wanting to do something like this for a little bit, and here we are doing it. It's my 1969 Camaro. I have been working on it for about 9 months now, maybe a little longer. Got a lot of the body work. It had a really, when I got the car, the paint looked decent. Maybe I'll cut this video up and put some pictures of the way it looks. But you can see some of the interior and stuff. The paint looked decent, but the seats are all loose. I've tore all the carpet out, tore all the interior out. Anyway, the paint looked decent, but it was bubbling. And so that means bad prep underneath. And I could have just got rid of the bubbled areas and hoped that was the only problem. But then years down the road, or months, after I put a new paint job on it, and new bubbles come up, and then we're back to square one. So I decided against that. And we sanded her all the way down to the metal, bare metal, and realized we had brand new quarters that somebody had put in. I'm pretty sure, well, I know the hood is not original. I put a roof skin on it because a garage door had fell and hit right in this area and dented it up pretty bad. So we replaced the whole roof skin. So that's all new metal. I think maybe the fenders are new, not sure. But they cut the back out. I don't know if you guys, this shop is not perfectly clean. If you look down there underneath, let's see, right there, that's holes for reverse lights. That would be in a RS model. This is not an RS model car. This is a very base V8 Camaro. So somebody has done some modifications to it. These are the valve covers I'm gonna put on it. Just finished sanding them up, getting ready to put them in primer. Some lower front, I don't know what those would be called. They go underneath the front bumper, or the lower front fender in the front. How many times can you say front? But I got a new lower valance here. The valance wasn't bad, but it was just tons of little dents, and the amount of body work I was going to do, that panel was just cheaper. I bought Foose wheels, 17-inch Foose wheels, new tires. I've got a new front grille. I'm trying to think if I got a new front bumper or I got one bumper at least new. You can see this panel's new. This panel's new. It's got an updated dash pad. The gate is all the glass inside. I've got new door panels. I've got new seats. I haven't ordered the carpet yet, but I'll replace that as well. The engine looks crappy at the moment. It's got a 350 Chevrolet in it. Put tubular upper and lower control arms on it. It's all dusty from all the sanding. It's got AC, what do you call it? It's got the newer type AC motor and stuff in it. Can't even think of it. Vintage air, there we go. That was put on before I got it. The guy put all the aluminum pulleys and stuff on it. It's got a brand new radiator, but I'm thinking I'm going to want an aluminum radiator, but we'll see. Maybe it cools fine. This Mississippi heat can be rough at times, so sometimes you just can't deal with that. I'm more than likely going to put an electric fan on it, but the engine runs great. I mean, just literally, I don't know if I can do it now. We'll try. We haven't cranked it up in a few days. Let's just see. I'm sure it's not going to crank. It normally needs it. And we can't run it very long. Come on, Abe. It's in there. Here we go. There we go. Didn't even have to touch the gas. I'm not going to run it long because I got the garage shut up and I don't want to die of carbon monoxide poisoning. We've got I did a lot of work on the trunk. It's a very thin layer of Bondo on it. Very thin, just pulling out all the minor dents and dings. I got to get that reprimered up. But had to do some work back here. The way they had floated in the rear quarters was rough. I mean, I know that may look, it's very thin, but it's laid out pretty good, and it still needs a tight skim coat put on it. Same with the other side. But we got all that floated back in where they welded them in. And then we still had to do some work here. The door gaps are decent. We got a little bit of a mess down there. We got to do a little work there. But a few people had asked, wanted to see where the project was, and I am fixing to tear her apart some more. I am hoping that this week, the primer that you see on the car is an epoxy primer. It's not really sandable, and I need to get some sandable primer on it and start getting all the little dents and dings, get it super smooth, so I have a slick paint job on it. And so I need to get it in another version of primer, and so I'm going to take the fenders, the hood, this I think it's literally called a front panel. Take that front panel off, get all of that sanded, and put into regular primer. And then then I'll start working all the body work and all that. And then all I really like then will be coming back here and finishing, getting all this finished up. Because I mean, again, it's not bad, but I got to finish it up. I got I've got the doors and stuff set to where I want them. So just got to spend a couple of days probably cleaning that up. And it'll be ready to put in its final coat of primer. And yeah, we'll go from there. Some dry coat, guide coat. I'm not going to show that right now. You can see some of it here. This, I decided I wanted to, you can see the rid here. There used to be a body line here. We welded that together. And I took some Bondo to fill up the little small gaps and stuff. And then you take this black powder and you sand it. And then you'll see all the, like there's a little pinhole there. There's a little pinhole there. So it helps you find all those little pinholes. There's a little pinhole there. It helps you find all those little pinholes. So, and it works really good for that. But I wanted to float that in and make that nice and smooth. There used to be a body, there used to be a gap right here where the chrome, they have a chrome piece of trim that comes over this. I am just going to make a body. I want to clean it up and get rid of this one chrome strip. So we welded that closed, and we're going to float this in really nice. You can see where I've done there's a couple of small dents on the hood, but I need to get in this final primer and clean it all up. And anyway, that's my Camaro. This is my kind of messy shop. A week ago it was way worse, but I've been working. Oh, I got me an air conditioner put in here. Whew, lifesaver. But anyway, there we are. That's where I am, and if nobody else cares, I care. I'll watch it back later when it's done, and be proud of the work I put into it. It's been this is kind of a dream car, and I am excited to see where it ends up. Oh, actually, I know I've seen some of this has been shown, and I don't know how well it's going to show. This is kind of dusty, but that's going to be the color. Let's see. Well, this goes on the other side, I think. Dude, I can't remember. I'll know it once I get putting it. How does that go? How does it go, Abe? Oh, there it goes. It goes here. Yeah, you guys aren't going to be able to see. Anyway, it goes underneath there. You can see where that little lip would go right there. Puzzle piece. But this was the piece that came off, and I tested the color to see if it was what I want, and I'm really happy with it. Matches my toolbox perfectly. Anyway, I always wanted an orange car. Oh, it's got the Dakota digital dash. And the interior is an absolute mess, but the seats and stuff I have for it are, man, they're nice. Okay, I think that's it for an update. I think that's all I have. And now I need to get to work and start tearing this thing apart so I can be ready for the next stage. Have a wonderful evening. This is me, whoever I may be, Abe, or whatever my real name is. Sign it off. You guys have a good one. Take care.